Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 28th of November. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now I'm going to give you a broader overview of what to expect, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you, in forensic detail, all the key dates and influences particularly relevant to your sign. Now, Mars has been in a really difficult alliance with Neptune since the start of October. And by the end of this week, that comes to a close. But also this week, Mars is forging a very structurally helpful angle to Saturn. Now, they're both in air signs, and although Mars is continuing to retreat backwards through to the 12th of January, the angle to Saturn means that where we think things through or discuss things in a very well thought through manner, the chances are that this plan or project can gain traction. So that's really helpful. Now we do have that sparkling alliance between Mercury and Venus in the sign of Sagittarius, and that's opposite Mars this week, but that can create some flirty moments, certainly some vivacious energy, but also the square between Saturn and Uranus, which is dominated within 3 degrees of the exact square over the last couple of years. By the end of this week, that also comes to a close. And also by Sunday at the end of this week, Neptune ends its long retrograde too. So the innovation that Neptune square with Mars has created is going to ease, particularly with Saturn's support of Mars. It is true that we still need to be aware that Mars's retrograde can cause frustrations when things aren't moving as quickly as we would like. But in general, we are coming to the end of a very difficult and intense period of time, and we're still bathing in the energy of that Sagittarius new moon. So a more progressive time, things are going to start to feel much less frustrating. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac presentation and understand what your personal prospects are for 2023 based on your astrological data of time, date and place of birth, I can give you your forecast plus the rest of this year 3, and in my special package of 30% off, also your life roadmap, your character analysis. All this information will give you searing insights to guide your moves future forwards. Please see the link below. Also, if you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And if you already are subscribed, thank you so much for your support and all your views. So Taurus, your week commencing the 28th of November forecast sees your ruler Venus in the deep 8th house. This is very passionate, but it also can, in a more practical sense, be very good for business matters. There could be a situation that evolves where some dialogue starts to develop, which has some real potential. If you're an entrepreneurial type of Taurus, this can look quite interesting. Mars has, of course, been in a wounding right angle with Neptune in the most idealistic part of your situation, and Mars has been in the most pragmatic, the second house, but in that retrograde since the end of October. But it's actually since the start of October that Mars has been affected by Neptune. So when it comes to your financial matters, I think things have looked quite challenging, and of course we had the really difficult lunar eclipse in your sign, and the solar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio, your 7th house, was very much more to do with perhaps how you connected to others. So I think that this week could see some lively conversations, not necessarily ones that will create total agreement, but at least things can start to move a bit more. I think there's been such a fudge, such a stuck energy which has been causing huge frustration. And of course Saturn in your sector of worldly interaction has been clashing with Uranus in your sign, which has been urging you to be more of a free spirit, to be more innovative in your approach, just at a time when really with COVID and then the war in Ukraine and the energy crisis and the cost of living crisis, it's been very, very difficult to move forwards with different types of ideas. But I think the dialogue can really start to work out better. It could also be someone that you find to be very, very alluring. This person's ideals and attitudes may not necessarily mesh with yours, but the charisma, the arc of attraction between you can be really quite strong, particularly by the end of this week. And with Neptune ending its retrograde, if there has been some uncertainty around your friendship group, I can't say that this is going to completely morph away and be solved, but I feel that things could seem a little less confusing.